Hi everyone, welcome to Mega Shift today. I'm joined here with Bie Aweh, who is a colleague of mine from Dev Bootcamp and is an amazing woman doing amazing things in a number of communities, including the venture capital world. So I'm joined here with Bie. Happy to have you.
Thank you for having me, Ro.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be talking about HBCU.vc today, which is your project, which is Historically Black University and Colleges Venture Capital Fund. That's correct?
Historically Black Colleges and Universities Venture Capital. Yeah.
Wonderful. So about how long have you been involved with the project, and who else is on the team with you?
Yeah, so Hadia Mujid is our founder, chief commander, and I met her probably about 4 years ago when I was living in the Bay Area, and she's been a mentor to me. She's been incredible to me, and she took me under her wings. And so in our first iteration, we were HBCU startup, and the focus there was getting more Black professionals into the tech space, which I think is incredibly important. And you know, one of the things that she exposed me to is that you can also be a non-technical person in tech. And so I got to do that work really early on with her, was coaching some of the HBCU students to supporting them to getting them into roles. And from there, we've since shifted to HBCU.vc. So HBCU.vc in its form today, I would say, has existed for about 6 months. But I've known Hadia for a long time, and she's been doing this work for a long time, kind of disrupting that Silicon Valley space as a Black woman.
Amazing. So is there anything about your background or your story that you'd like to share that sort of feels like this aligns with your mission, and you just talk a little bit about some of your beliefs around this topic?
Yeah, so when I think about upward mobility, access to social economics, this resonates with me at the deepest level because I grew up really poor, right? I'm the daughter of immigrants who came with really nothing, and I think about the ways that the innovation economy has not only provided me opportunity to leverage my creativity, but it also has provided me the opportunity for upward mobility. And so to be in a space where we are intentionally opening the doors for this possibility for many people makes me feel really good, because social impact is something that's important to me. You know, when I think about future careers and things like that, I always ask myself, what is the mission here? Does it align with me? Is there a social impact mission? And that's very much a priority for me. So I feel really proud that I get to do this every day and work alongside Hadia, really, who took me underneath her wing. So the social impact piece, the piece around upward mobility, because when I think about the lack of diversity in the tech space, which you cannot log on to any publication without hearing that any day, literally all types of publications every day. And so I'm glad that we're like reshifting the focus, right? We're not, certainly there's a conversation around the lack, right? But we're being proactive in this, right? And so for me, I would like to think there would be a trickle-down effect. If we can diversify that VC space, it will trickle down into who gets funding. Hopefully we'll see more Black founders and Black and brown people of color founders, but also diversifying those spaces. So I hope that, you know, in a couple of years we'll start to see a trickle-down effect, which I'm really excited to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. So is there anything that I haven't asked you about that you feel compelled to share or explore?
You've asked really great questions.
Well, thank
you. I don't think there's anything else. We really talked about the social impact piece, which is super important. I would say, just reiterate again that at least with VC School, we definitely want to invite people to get involved, be proactive, come join the Facebook group, get joined in and join the Facebook group and start having conversations and dialogue. So I think that's the best way we're going to learn. And if you're an entrepreneur, definitely get into VC school, but also if you're not, right? I think it's important to know how this thing works. So if you're eager to get into the startup space, regardless of what your capacity, it could be at the most junior level. I think there's value in knowing how this thing works. So I want to invite people to get registered and stay tuned to all the great things that we'll be doing in the future.
Right, so this sounds like it's really a big shift happening in the VC world.
Yeah.
And so just talking about some of that disruption happening so that it more reflects the social fabric, right?
Right, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And you know, I think for me, I always say that I think people of color are really natural entrepreneurs, but sometimes the disconnect is the access to resources. And so I'm really proud to be a part of an initiative that is, you know, getting people the access to the resources to make meaning of it for themselves.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Bie, for joining us here on
Thank
Mega
you
Shift.
for having me.
Mega Shift today, and have a great day, everyone. Keep your eyes
Bye.
out for all the magic that Bie is doing. All right, have a good one.